Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is bag day. We are working on a massive construction of bags because I'm running low. Also, my adjustable bags are at a store called the Crow's Den. I think that's what it's called. I'll have to look it up. It's not popping up into my mind right now, but I only have 3 bags after dropping 3 bags at the store, and I wanted to make bags exclusively for the store. So I'm working on some bags for that and some bags for my shows. I have like 7 to 9 shows starting September. So I gotta get my butt into gear. Yesterday was also my day off, and I worked on making new products, which I can't wait to debut at Comic-Con. But they have taken a lot of my time. I think I'm pretty much done making those new products, which I will, maybe I'll make a video about the new products. We'll see. But today is bag day. I haven't done any sewing for a little bit. It's not true. I actually did sew Monday. I sewed on Monday because I do a bunch of alterations for my neighbors, my friends, and my mom and my grandmother. So all of them were done. So now I can freely sew without being disturbed. Here is the big bag. All the bags that I gotta do. There's tons. I did a lot of pre-cuts on Sunday night, and then I did a lot of pre-cuts and a little bit of sewing on Monday. And then Tuesday I worked, but I still did a lot of pre-cuts after my shift. And now I'm just pre-cutting all of the batting pieces that needs to go in the bags. I think I'm on my 7th set. And then I'm gonna sort all of them to see which one I wanna work on now or for the store, because the store is not actually open until September 1st. So I've got time, but I really wanna get a lot of the stuff done because I also have to work on stuff for Comic-Con. Then I gotta work on stuff for the Renaissance Fair, and then a few Halloween markets. So all of these bags so far are just like witchy, Halloween, gothic themed, horror, etc. I haven't been making any bags for Comic-Con. I do pretty well with dice bags, wristlets, and pouches. Like, I'm just saying. I don't really do a lot of dice bags for Comic-Con because my last batch kind of survived. And then LMU Comics still has a bunch of my stuff there, so. But they're selling. They're doing well. So yeah, I'm going to continue cutting and then try to get some sewing done while making lasagna soup. I'm so excited to try it. I've never had lasagna soup in my life, and it looks really good. My mom's a little disturbed by it, as she should. She's like an OG Italian. I'm going to gross her out by having a really delicious soup that I've been craving to try for the last couple of months. But it's in my slow cooker. So we've got all day for it to get ready. I've got all day to start cutting stuff. So let's get to it. And then I think I might take a break later and read a chapter or 2 of A Fourth Wing. I have to buy more batting because I pre-cut 13 bags and I only have enough for 12? I think I'm off by 1. I'm off by 2. I have 2 pieces cut that I can use. However, I still need enough to make 2 more bags. I still have money from my last show, so I can probably get batting. I don't need to buy a meter. I can just get like half a meter. Yeah, and then whatever is left over, I can use them to make coffee sleeves, because that's what I do with my leftovers. I use the remaining batting for my coffee sleeves. I don't do them for wristlets. That's just dumb. I use interfacing for wristlets. So all my pre-cuts are done. And then we have like 3 that I couldn't cut batting for because I actually ran out of batting. So I have to pick some batting up tomorrow, maybe. But we've got some new designs, and then we've got mostly like designs coming back because they're very popular. So the one bag is coming back is this pop culture like monster bag that I sold quite quickly when I first made it, and I'm bringing it back. This glow in the dark vampire teeth. People love the fact that it glows in the dark, but they absolutely love the design. We're bringing back Pennywise because everybody likes Pennywise. I didn't realize how I cut my pieces until I went back on Instagram to view the bag, but I'm bringing back the pink skull bag with the raspberry shade spider webs to go with it. I had it where it was 80% of the skulls and then just the pocket was the spider webs, but I ended up cutting 4 pieces like in the middle of my bags. I wasn't really paying attention how this was cut. I thought that's how it was cut previously. But when I posted this on Instagram, it sold so fast. So I'm bringing it back. And with the same fabric, because this also is super popular. This is the 4th or 5th time I have had made this bag. I might make another one. It's the same fabric as the pink one, but it's like autumn version. And I managed to find the silver spider webs, which I couldn't find for a while. And I had to like use different spider webs, which I like the silver one better. I've been wanting to make a bag out of this fabric for a long time, but it's purple, black, and it's got cats all over. And it also glows in the dark, so I know for a fact this is gonna sell quite fast because everybody likes cats and everybody likes glow in the dark stuff. And speaking of cats, again, since everyone likes cats, but people like the retro design on this fabric, I got this one with the orange being the pocket contrast as they fell. But I've been wanting to make a bag out of this and I think it's so cool. So I'm really happy to finally be able to make one. Where does the pockets belong to? I think it's this one. And for the new designs, I bought this fabric last year from work, but everyone likes this print. It's upside down at the moment, but it's just a black and white outline of like witchy hats, skulls, candles, spiders, and ghosts and whatnot. And then for the pocket contrast as well as the opening flap contrast, it's just like this cool spider web. It goes well with it. Why is Final Fantasy playing in my bedroom? I'll be right back. That was so weird. It just started randomly playing. Unless Gabe is on break and he's playing Spotify on his phone. Possibly it, but I'm not sure. But anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. So another design that I've been wanting to make a bag with is this one. Someone had the design with a different shade and I kind of wanted the different shade, but it's not accessible with me at the moment. But I thought this would be really cool as a bag. There's no contrast. It's all self fabric. This one I've been wanting to make a bag out of, and I want to make one in the navy blue, but we'll get to it eventually. But I really like this design. There's like potions, ravens. At one point there is like a summoning circle and all that fun stuff. The contrast is just this nice raspberry shade. I really wanted something with burnt orange, but I think the little raspberry pinkish shade is a lot better. And then, because everyone's been asking me to make one with this character, and I'm finally getting around to it. And I grabbed this Beetlejuice fabric. It's just black and lime green, and I know purple is a thing with Beetlejuice. So the contrast is going to be this purple and black with a little bit of gray spiderweb fabric. And the flap, I couldn't decide if I wanted the shell of the fabric to be the opening flap on, or do I want the purple, and I went with the purple, but then when I was laying it out, I was like, ooh, I didn't cut the other pieces because I thought that's why I didn't do it. But I talked to some friends and they like the purple flap instead of the shell fabric, so we're gonna go with that. So we're gonna be working with black because I already got black on my machine at the moment. The ones that are going to the store, because there's already 3 at the store, but I kind of want some dark theme ones. Because I think I have a lot of this fabric still. I'm going to send this to the store, and I'm going to send this to the store, and I need to go get batting, but I want to send this one to the store because I think that'd be really cool. I'm trying to be cohesive with the things because they already got pastel stuff for me there. Plus I have like 2 other bags that I still need to line one. Yeah, I need to line one. And then there's one that I still need to find the matching strapping for, but I have to go to a different store to find it because the strappings that I have here, it's off by it like a little bit and it's gonna bother me. So that's my work for the day, is gonna be sewing all the bags and then top stitching. I'm not doing lining today. I kind of hold off lining until I'm done all the bags because I use the lining more than once and I might as well just do it. So we're making some progress. Oh boy. Okay, so it's been like a couple of days and I finished the stack of bags that I've been wanting to get started on for my upcoming shows. And I'm just going to show you what they look like after, you know, putting them together. We have this glow in the dark vampire teeth one. Here is the Pennywise It version. Some of the shells are not fully done because I need silver hardware. I only have like gunmetal at the moment. But here is the pop culture monster mash kind of a deal. I ran out of thread, but I also don't have the hardware for this. But there is this bag that has like the summoning circle, the Illuminati, eye in the palm, and like skulls and potions and whatnot. And this lovely glow in the dark cat bag. And then this is making its return. The skull bag with raspberry shade spiderweb kind of a thing. Yeah. Beetlejuice. We've got a Beetlejuice bag, which I think is going to be like the first to go. This retro nostalgic cat print, which I absolutely love. And for this 4th or 5th time in the making, this skull autumn themed skull bag with silver spider webs. This beautiful tarot card reader. I actually love this print. I have more of it. Again, those ones I'm missing hardware for, as well as this one. This witchy spider web with stars. I really wished this little pattern piece, I wish it glowed in the dark, but it doesn't, so, but yeah. And I had to get webbing. I was missing black webbing for some of the bags. Now I'm gonna go do dishes and braid some iron flame because I finished 4th wing. Oh, it's been a couple of days. I've been working on some stuff off camera for London Comic Con and like 2 other shows after that. We finally got the hardware. Not our usual stock, but from our box of randos, I found the silver rectangle rings that I needed to finish these bags here. The lining is done. I think 2 out of 3 linings are done. I just have to cut for this one. But these are essentially ready to be finished. During that time, I had to work on a display for work because my boss is like, it's September, Nikki. Get started on your Halloween crafts for the store because that's where I shine. I make a bunch of Halloween stuff to display at the store because it's my jam. So she liked the coffin shape idea of placemats, and because I was able to do these, I got free material so I could make little stuff with the free material that I got. And then I got extra batting to work on another set of things that don't need a lot of batting. I didn't want to make another bag, so I used it for my other items. But my coffin placemats have a silhouette of black cats, and the back is the black and purple spider webs. Then we got skeleton kitties, same thing. And that's pretty much what they are. They just kind of correspond with each other. Yeah, so I try to make it like a 2-in-1 where you can do like 2 skeleton cats, 2 of the spider webs, all silhouette cats, and then maybe 2 of the silhouette cats and then the spider webs, or you could do all the spider webs. I was trying to make it, give people an idea what they could do for these. Forgot to bring them in, so I'm off the next 2 days, and my work rule is never go to work on your days off. So unless I absolutely need to, like I need black thread and what have you. So I was working on that and I finally finished it, and then I actually finished my book Iron Flame, and now I'm on to the 3rd one. I read a bit of it last night. Not really much done, but if you know, you know, things are happening, and I'm getting a little worried, upset. Cried. I legitimately cried on this craft table because every time I finished a bag, like put the lining in, I would reward myself with a chapter from Iron Flame. So I was burning through that book the one day that I was going through all the bags or any of the bulk items. So yeah, that was heartbreaking. And now I'm reading The Onyx Storm, and I'm bracing for the storm. No pun intended, but I am bracing it because I heard this is supposed to like tear my heart out, and I'm already like stressing within the few chapters. But we're getting there. We're getting there. And then from doing the display, I was able to make like coffin, coin pouches, and wristlets out of these 2 fabrics. I was gonna make wristlets out of this, but like the black is really blended in with the purple. It's not really sticking out. We'll see. If someone came out to me at Comic-Con or at my other shows and they're just like, hey, I really wanted like the spider web one to be a coffin, coin pouch, or a wristlet, then I will go do it. Like, they're no-brainers. But I used the rest of the batting from using the batting on the inside of the placemats, and we got a stack of coffee sleeves. I try to stay away from dark colors, so I'm going with all the purples and the blacks. I just said dark colors, but like we got some purple and blacks, and you know what I mean, like that. That's the only one that's pretty much black. But we're going through these because once I'm done with these, I'm not making any more. I don't have any more batting. I don't have any more batting, and I do have pieces of Bowl Cozy battings over there that I really want to finish using today, because then once I have all these things, I don't have to work on them anymore. I feel like I'm lacking on wristlets, even though I like made a bunch out of the new fabric and Beetlejuice. I don't have any Beetlejuice coffin coin pouches, which I do have right underneath the camera. I'm just not getting there. I'm just not getting there yet because I want to use purple thread for that. I'm just using black right now. So we're getting there. We're making it. Oh, and then like stressing because I accidentally booked myself a double show in September, which I like got my dates mixed up or whatever, but I'm going to the Great Canadian Halloween Market on the 21st, but I accidentally forgot that the show that I have that weekend is 3 days, so I had to like message the organizer the one that I was going for the 3 days, saying like, hey, I accidentally double booked myself. I got my dates mixed up. Because usually the Great Canadian Halloween Market is like at the beginning of September. So I don't know why they're doing it in mid-September, which is kind of weird. So I applied and I already paid for both shows. And so I messaged out to the organizer, like I said, and I was like, hey, I got my dates mixed up. I still can come to your event for only 2 days, but I would have to leave Saturday night and head on to like Mississauga for another show. Without saying which show, I just said, hey, like, I'm really sorry, and I'm not asking for a refund for Sunday. I was willing to be like blacklisted from them, being like, if you don't want me to come at all because of my error, totally understand. I just didn't want to do a show for the 2 days and then just, you know, tear down without telling them. I thought that would be pretty shady. But I was also worried if I said something, they would just be like, don't bother, you know? But anyway, and then they emailed me, like, after I came back from Fan Expo, and they were like, yeah, I'm a little behind on this, so we actually canceled the event. And they said, I quote, I just couldn't pull it off this year. Pretty sure I've had my table booked with you guys since November of last year, because they found me like November or December. I don't really remember. But yeah, when I told that to a few vendors, they were like, that's really suspicious. Like, some people were like, I know some organizers can do this within like a month's notice. And not the greatest, but they pulled it off. So a lot of my friends were like, I wouldn't try going back to them next year, because she did say, I might try again next year. They were like, don't bother. They said, don't try. And then after talking to one of my friends and like trying to make a decision if I want to email with them or not, they were like, they don't have a lot of following. And I get it. Sometimes like the following doesn't matter, but it kind of does. But one of my friends was like, their following is really, really, really low, so don't bother. And I was like, okay. So yeah. So I only have 3 shows next month. Awesome. So I'm not stressing about travel arrangements. So I am going to be staying at a friend's house Saturday night, outside of Mississauga. And I'll be able to save money for hotel. And she's looking forward to our sleepovers. So today's goal is to stitch all of these. I don't know about top stitching these, but my goal is to finish all of these, because I gotta work on someone's cosplay today that I promised to finish for London Comic Con. Shouldn't take me long, but it's gonna take like a day or two, and I have that. And I might work on some new items because I'm in the mood to work on more. Plus, today's the first day of school, and Gabe is at school, so now I get the house to myself. So I can listen to music and do whatever I want. But I'll be back to check in a couple of hours. I have managed to make 5 already done, because they gave me top stitch with black. And I just organized all these ones based on switching color threads. Now I'm gonna take a break from doing this and grab my table and start setting up in my living room and see if I can start making my friend's cosplay. Because if I don't get started, he's just not gonna leave me alone about it. Mind you, Comic-Con is in 2 weeks and he really wants to wear it, so yeah. It's been a decent few days. I don't know why I squealed a little bit like that, but last night I was able to finish this bag, because the zipper that I bought for this bag was the wrong shade, so I had to go back to work the next day and exchange it. But she is all ready to go. I think the only bag I am missing to finish is black and white one, but I don't have lining for it, so I have to figure that out. So I gotta finish these coffin coin pouches because these ones, I don't have any of Beetlejuice in my stock to sell singly instead of just buying it with the bag. I think after I finish these, I might work on some wristlets if I have enough interfacing, because I haven't made any new wristlets Comic-Con themed in like a year, and I haven't been really doing it. So I think I'm gonna work on some of those, because a lot of them don't really need the gunmetal color, they need the silver. Because whatever I've left over, it's going into possibly, if it doesn't conflict my dates, the Christmas Geeky Market, which is one of Comic-Con's Christmas market. So I want to make sure I have that, because I have to make I have to just continue making stuff because I've got so many shows. And maybe after the wristlets today, I could just take a break and work on something for Renaissance, because I have Renaissance Fair. I also want to make my sweater dresses for this upcoming season. Since now my overlock is working, I want to bring some clothing for the next couple of shows. If I can do my setup the way I want it to set up. You know what I mean? Yes, that is the plan. I wanted to finish my coffee sleeves, but I need to buy my buttons. I'm just waiting for a refund because my show got canceled, and I'm still waiting for that refund to come in from that one organizer. Because once that refund comes in, then I can buy the buttons. I don't want to use any of my money because I'm broke until Comic-Con. So thankfully I have enough sleeves for Comic-Con that are Comic-Con themed. I still have tons of those, which is great. But yeah, we're making progress. So I didn't do wristlets yet. That's actually next. I looked to my right and I totally forgot about the pre-cut batting to make bowl cozies. There was like 9 left, so I decided to make more out of my aesthetics. I've got tons of Comic-Con stuff, so I know I don't need more of that. But now I pulled out interfacing that I thought I ran out of, but apparently I have tons of. So I'm gonna get started on making those. I've got like Spider-Man. There's 2 types of prints of Spider-Man. Then we've got Batman. This is the pixel heart, except with the purple background instead of the black one. I'm pretty sure I've got the black one still. I went through my bin and I found Deathly Hallows in gold. I have tons of Deathly Hallows in gold. I only found the one in my pre-cuts of it in silver. I need to find more in the silver. Then I did a while back, I pre-cut some D&D stuff here. Captain Marvel. I don't know. I already got tons of like Beetlejuice pre-cut in that sense. I think I might do more of the Moth one over here because that's a really good print. There was another print I was thinking of doing. Somehow I already misplaced it. Somehow I already misplaced it. Where did they go? But it was like foxes. I don't know where I put them. But I can show you the fabric. I got a pink background with like cute little foxes, and then in the same kind of print, I have it in the forest. So I thought I tried to get rid of some of the fabrics I don't normally use. Where do they go? Now that bothers me. Oh, they're hiding with all the other pre-cuts that I'm not gonna do right now. I just got home from work and I started doing these like around 7 a.m. I finished all 50 wristlets, which I didn't realize it was 50. I can't believe I actually had enough interfacing on hand to make 50 wristlets. A few, like I mentioned, in my aesthetics, and then we've got some, most of it's Comic-Con. But the ones I want to do for Comic-Con are done. The ones I think I'm able to do, like, look nice and well, if you know what I mean. So I'm gonna sit here for the next, like, what, 2 hours, and I'm going to put the hardware on, and then I think I'm pretty much caught up with all the work I want to do, but, like, there's more things I want to sew, but I have to go somewhere and do some measurements on someone's cosplay and then come back and get started on that tomorrow. I could squeeze some dice bags in. I just don't want to rush it, but we'll see. We'll see. But first I'm going to make myself a sandwich. Good morning. I pretty much finished what I could finish, except for my coffee sleeves, because I just can't buy the buttons that I need at the moment. I'm just finishing up sewing these scrunchies by hand, and then I'll be getting ready, because today is actually the day we set up for Comic-Con. So I'm pretty excited about that. I was shocked to have today off because I didn't even book it, and my boss just, I don't think she knew, or maybe she does and realizes, you know, Nikki usually wants to go and set up these days, but she didn't book it. I don't understand. I don't know. But yeah, I got a few things to pack, and then I'm going to load up the car, and it's going to be a little weird to go today to set up, because there's a lot of construction going on around the building, mostly to the loading docks. So I have to do like a different maneuver around the building. Hopefully I can get it right, because I hate when I'm driving and then I have to follow all these instructions, and it's just like I just get so overwhelmed, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So but I did request to come in between 1 and 1:30 because I want to get set up as much as I can. At least just drop off my stuff, because Gabe works today from 4 to 8, so I have to go there, unload, kind of semi-set up, and then leave, and then take him to work, and then come back, and then finish setting up until like 7:15, 7:30-ish. I'm like, I know it sounds like I take like countless hours to set up, but I have a new setup idea and I want to execute it. And if it doesn't work, I need to do plan B. And if it doesn't work, I have to do plan C. So like, that's it for this video of me stressing out and getting all of my crap done. And if you guys like this video and want to see more videos such as this, please give this video a nice like and subscribe. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. And I will see you all in my next video. Take care. Bye.